Hey YouTube, welcome to another video. If you have been following my videos, my previous videos, you'll remember that I started with the out-of-the-box default network configuration, which is very simple. I have essentially a router, controller, and my laptop to access the internet while being connected to both the AT&T and Comcast. And then later on the videos, at least I did I added a backbone switch, I added an edge switch and an access point, and again on a match on my recently published video prior to this one, I have upgraded the gigabit connectivity using the fiber modules, as well as to place my SFP module with the RJ45, so that I will be able to use the one of the SFP ports for internet. And now I'm going to create a new add new devices, not create anything new, add new devices and see if we can cover the ACLs as well. I would like to add a phone connectivity to the access point and play around with it, and yeah, let's go from there. Okay, so let me start by making sure all my devices are in order. So let me power up my device. This is my IoT. Okay, let me do that. Before I power the device again, it should be on VLAN 107. I'm going to connect to port 2. I'll connect to port 2, and now connect my laptop to one of the ports as well. So it's currently connected to the OC-300, and I would like to do it this way, and I'm going to connect it to one of the ports on the MP. So port 2 will be the IoT VLAN. Port 2 will be the IoT VLAN. Apply. Port 3 will be, let's assign it to a management, family VLAN. Okay, so I'm going to connect mine to the family VLAN. Let's see if that reflects our network in here. Well, it reflects a management VLAN. Okay, so let me connect it to the management VLAN instead. I can do it all, but I don't want to make this port 3 as a trunk port, so I'll just go to the management VLAN, and again I'm going to start my google.com. I'm gonna have a general failure error or timeout. Okay, I disconnected my laptop. You can see there, connected it to the family VLAN, and voila, now I'm going to connect this device, this IoT, and let's see, it should now come in your camera. It should now be booting up. I'm going to get my phone, because I would like to use my phone as one of the clients as well. So this is my phone. How can I make it focus? Well, hopefully it focused. Okay, so I'm going to connect this one to, okay, which one is it again? So I am connected to the management, I'm connected to the IoT. I'm going to connect it to a family VLAN. So let's connect it to family VLAN. So I'm connected to family Wi-Fi. And password is password. Okay. Hopefully, okay, family Wi-Fi should have internet access. Should go with CNN.com. Okay, so my phone is connected and my IP address for my phone is so I'm currently connected this way now. I have a transport connection to the access point connected to my phone. My laptop is connected to the access switch, so as well as the Raspberry Pi 4 in the VLAN 107. So let's verify if everything goes in smoothly. Go to clients, and I should see all my clients. So my Samsung Galaxy S8 is now connected to the family VLAN. It's 10.197. My Pi desktop is connected to the IoT, it's 107, and my Samsung PC is connected to the management VLAN 0.43. Let me start that connectivity. And let's see if I can ping all of them. Ping 2168.10.197. I can reach the Samsung S8, my phone. Start to reach the Pi desktop 107.72. There you go. So that's how easy it is to assign all these devices to their respective network. The Wi-Fi, I have pre-configured it on previous videos, but basically I created it's connected to its own VLAN, and let's look into that just to make sure I can show you how it's configured. So wireless networks, so family Wi-Fi, it's called VLAN 10, and the way to configure that is just tick both of them so that both of them runs on a 2.4 and 5 GHz network. Make sure advanced settings is expanded, and you can see here it's VLAN 10, so that's why it's getting the IP address for the VLAN 10 network. Okay, so this one, the VLAN 10 is tied up to the VLAN 10 that I have defined in the wired network on one of the router interfaces. So let me just go back here as a reviewer. Okay, so the family, as you can see here, is 192.168.10, guest is 20, IoT is 107, and management is 0.1/24. Okay. So I would like to isolate some of these networks. The guest network is definitely already isolated, but as you can see here, most devices can reach each other. And let's see, let's SSH pi 192.168. What's the 107? 72? Yeah, that was 72. So I was trying to reach my Pi, and let's go to my devices again and see if I can ping my Samsung from my ping on my devices finds to the 168.10.197. so I'm pinging my I can reach my Galaxy S8, and I would like to reach my Samsung PC 0.43. I cannot. It should. Let's see. I'll cheat for a little bit and see if it works. Change. So let's see. And there you go. So let me turn it back on. It's not a good practice, but I just want to make sure I can check it and show it with you. Okay. So now I can ping it again. Okay. So can definitely reach those network connectivity. So that means all my subnets can see each other. That's not necessarily a bad thing, but that's not necessarily a good thing as well. Okay, so the main idea is to make sure that the IoT network is isolated. So that's one thing. That's the first thing I will do now. And let's see if I can successfully do that. Okay, so I think I should go here. Again, this series is about learning the networks. If you've seen me doing anything wrong, or if you have any tips on how to do it much better, please let me know and I appreciate it. Okay, and apologize if you see me stumbling and fumbling. It's more, my series is more of a learn more about the stuff that we're doing. Okay.
I love you babies from mommy and dada.
So let me go my switch ACL. I'd like to play it safe. I think I created a profiles already for my routers. Let me see here when I was trying to do that. Oops. So let me erase that so I can show you how it's done. So so I would like to play it safe, make sure I can always reach my default router, my gateway. So, and now again it's showing disconnected from the controller. I don't really know why it keeps popping up. Never does that before. I'm thinking my laptop is having a hard time processing OBS. This is the one that I'm using for recording as well, and this one is like, my laptop is like 10-year-old laptop. Still good, still works. Nothing is broken, but it's showing its age. Let's see if I will. ACL. Go back to the ACL. So create a purse permit. Again, let me just make sure I'm on the right. So gateway ACL is also gateway ACL, takes effect on the traffic which is sourced from LAN ports and forwarded to the WAN port. So I'm not going to need that. I'm not going to look into the traffic from LAN to WAN, mostly LAN to LAN. Allow access to router and controller. This one is a safety net because I'm not really sure, I'm not expert on this one. I want to make sure I always have access to my routers and my controllers when I'm doing an access list or firewall rules. So IP group any, and again I would like to create this router to my router 192.168.0.1/32, confirm, and create another one, controller 192.168.0.151. so that's the IP address of my controller. Did it go? No, pick up. No, I didn't play that one. I'm sleepy, maybe that's the reason why. 0.151/32, request timeout. What? Confirm, and controller, and again allow access to that one. Controller is disconnected. Why are you disconnected? Where the This is pretty weird. I can even create a new ACL. It says here that my controller is disconnected and still haven't created. Okay. Quick site. Okay, so let me do that again. Switch ACL, create rule, allow router. Let me just do one so I don't get so IP group any, The good news is the controller and the routers are created. The router and controller, so I guess I can do it. Access should be bidirectional. Apply. So now I should still be able to ping. Okay. Ping 192.168.0.1. What? I can ping it. I can ping 151, which is my controller. Okay, so that's pretty safe. Let me go to my switch ACL again, and I'd like to deny. Oh, okay, maybe not yet. Okay, let me define some port information in here. I'm thinking of how to properly define it. I believe I need to create. I was practicing it earlier about the profiles. I think group again. I believe so. Okay, so create group. Yeah, this is just a subnet. So this I will call it private IP. Private IP. It should be 192.168.0.0/16. Should be 172.16.0.0/12, and it should be 10.0.0.0/8. 0/8. Oh gosh, I'm so sleepy. Okay, apply. Nope, I don't want to save this one. Okay, so what I did was just create the private IP addresses in here so I can use this on my network security rules. Again, that's, oh gosh, controller is offline again. Why? So this is kinda annoying. Can't proceed with much configuration because the controller keeps saying it's offline. And there's nothing on the log that says it's offline. I believe it's just my laptop that can't reach the controller. I think let's see if I can do it this way. Okay, I'm going to connect it to the local network. Maybe I should have. I'm using a local admin access to it, so I don't have to go to the cloud anymore. But doing this means if I block some of the IPs, I'll be blocked as well. But just so maybe what I'm doing is the correct way to do it for this experiment. So let me go back to the settings, and I don't want to lock myself out. But, network security, ACL, switch ACL, and it's still active, and I still have access here, so that's good. That's good. Okay, so let me do an SSH to the PI again. I'm really getting sleepy, so I'll probably stop once I compute some basic configuration in here. Okay. So I don't want to make too much mistakes. Verify 872. Yes, that is absolutely correct. I'm making sure I'm not connected to a Wi-Fi or anything that I might have connected during my testing before. So nothing is connected. It's just the Ethernet 0 is connected. The Wi-Fi is down. So it's absolutely okay. And I'm connected to the management VLAN. Okay, so let's see. think I need to deny inter VLAN. So I'll deny inter VLAN. From IoT to private IP. I think that should how it works. So I'm denying anything from the IoT networks going to the private IP. Okay, let's click apply. Let's see. Now I haven't denied anything access from my network to the IoT VLAN. So let me see. Okay, that's weird. Okay, I need to make sure that I need to establish connectivity, establish connection. So I think I can how to do that. But so basically I just denied. I think I just killed this VLAN. I think that's what I did. Okay. I don't have keyboard and mouse in here, but I guess that's how you isolate the VLAN for this one. Now I cannot even access it from my network. Okay, so let me just see if I could still access it, access and see the clients that are connected. Still 107.72. Wonder if I can ping it from my, I only have, okay. What I can definitely check is, what I can do is configure one of the ports to be the IoT and connect my laptop in there and see if I can ping my desktop. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. At least I can check it, and I'm really freaking sleepy. So network security, wireless networks, I should go to the wired networks. Because I need to configure one of the ports. Port 4, I'll configure port 4. It's for the panel bit. Okay, port 4 as an IoT VLAN. So switch settings, edge, port 4, I configure it as a IoT VLAN. Apply. Okay, so let's see consistent thing. Google.com. No. -t -t I should have failure. Okay, connect it in there. Let's see if I even get an IP. Yeah, I can get an IP. 7.72. I cannot ping. I can't even ping the freaking. Okay, let me go to the clients. See what's happening in the clients. So I'm in the IoT and my port is also in IoT. Oh, because I'm blocking. But I shouldn't go to the routers anymore. It should be within the layer 2. I can't even see the clients anymore. Can I even see my Nope, can't even see my router. So basically I'm locked out. So the way, this is what I'm talking about. So let me disconnect my laptop and connect it here. See if I can get an IP. Okay, now I'm not locked out anymore. See, let's see what I did here. So basically I denied intermittent routing for IoT network. I think that's what I did. That's what that rule did. Okay. I always allow all router access to controller. Yep, I did that. This one goes here, and then I intervene warranty to any of the private IP. Okay. And then I have my IoT to any of the private IP. But this rule should supersede that though. I believe so. Let's look at my other rules. Enable, permit all protocols from any IP going to the controller and to the router. Router is 192.168. So let me go to the profile, making sure that I have the correct IP address. Profile groups. So the router is 192.168.0.1/32. Okay, that's a single host. That should be fine. And the controller should be 151. Should be fine. What if I explicitly allow those? Okay, let me do this one. Okay, I'm getting confused about the rules here. Let's see this. If I do this, I should be able to ping 172. Absolutely correct. Okay. Allow IoT to router. Maybe I need to explicitly allow this one. IoT to router. Bidirectional. Okay. So let me delete this. So allow IoT to router and controller router IoT. I should still be able to do this. Yep. Now deny IoT to VLANs. So now IoT deny it to private IP, which I defined earlier. Click apply. Okay. It's still request timeout as expected, but let's see if I do this. Well, I forgot which VLAN it is. Think this one. Can I ping 107.1? I can even ping 107.1 because of that deny. But I specifically allow it to access the router, which is weird. Okay. That's my goal, is to allow it to, let's see, allow network IoT router. So allow IoT to the controller and to the router. Let me add one more. And then go to the profile. And go to profile. See if I can. This one will work. I'm thinking. Oh, now I cannot access my controller. I forgot to move my thing again. Okay. Come on. I need to go to the profile, to the groups. Go to the groups. Private IP router. Let me add another router here. Add a subnet. 192.168.107.1/22. Would that work? Okay, that seems to work. Okay, I can see the connectivity here from the to VLAN. I'm in here to and I'm back in business. So let's see what we have here. So yes, I can access CNN, but can I access my? Okay, I should be able to access my controller. So let's go to the clients. Let me see if I can go to 10.197 ping 192.168.10.197. And yep, I cannot hit the but let's see, maybe it has slept already. My Samsung has slept already. See, connections, Wi-Fi, family Wi-Fi. I'm still connected to 10.197. It's connected to 10.197. So basically I have isolated the IoT networks to the rest of the network, I believe so, because I can't even ping it anymore. Let's see what are the other devices in there. Pi desktop is 172. 172. 107.72. Yeah, this is not gonna, but that's another problem for the other day. Okay, so basically I'm hoping that I can still access it from the management VLAN to into the IoT network. It's only that the IoT network can initiate the connectivity to outside of its intended VLAN. Let me see again. Oh, let me see what IP again. I'm in the IoT VLAN already. Oh, even here. So basically I have isolated my whole network. 192.107.72. I cannot even ping the other hosts. Okay, that's pretty interesting. So let me see. if I can add more rules. I think it's getting convoluted. The rules are getting convoluted now. I don't want to add too many rules. That is usually slows down the system, but it's not too many. It's still negligible, but the network IoT and allow IoT to be grouped. To the router. Okay. Oh, so this is deny. What the heck? I thought I denied this too. Okay, hold on. I'm getting confused now. Let's see. Allow. So allow IoT to router. Why I have allow here and it says deny? So I'm really sleepy. Allow IoT to routers. And then this one is deny. Okay. Allow IoT to router. Okay, permit. I'm going to review this video and see a lot of my mistakes, and again, hopefully you're learning from my mistakes. I wanted to allow, but apparently I denied it. Allow IoT to the routers, and I kind of forgot what my intentions are or were, but basically in this one I would like to make sure that the IoT has access to the routers and the controllers. So let me disable some of these first. Let's see. So right now I'm in the IoT network, so my laptop is in the IoT network. I can't even ping any host in here, but I can ping my gateway because I specifically allowed it here. Network. This is where I allowed it. I believe so. Okay. So I think I have made mistakes. So let me just delete this again. Let me deny IoT to VLAN. Still ping it. Interesting. Okay, let me try to plug and unplug and see if it changes. So I'm in the IoT VLAN. Yep, I'm in the IoT VLAN. I'm supposed to deny IoT to VLANs. IoT denied to private IP. Okay. So let me. Forgot what the clients are again. 197. Let me open this one. That's for the clients. 197. Okay, let's see. Then that 197. Yeah, I cannot ping it, which is pretty cool. I can ping the 10.1. I should be able to do that. Oh gosh, I can do that. but I cannot ping my Pi desktop and I still want to say that. No, so which is kind of odd. Okay, so I can ping that. So I deny IoT to VLANs, and let me just look at this one again. How I did it. So deny private IP. I deny my IoT to anything to the private IP except itself. Okay. I have to add a rule to see if I can forgive itself. Within the IoT network, low interland in VLAN. So permit should be bidirectional from IoT to IoT. Kind of weird. I'll allow myself to. Okay, so let's see. Allow in VLAN. I think I only need one. I don't need the reverse. Okay, so let's do that. And there you go. I can ping it now. Okay, so let me see. Allow in VLAN. So let me disable one of them. Let me disable one of them. Let's see. I'm trying to see. So that one works. So this one is disabled, as can be seen by the grade 1. So, and let me disable another one and see if that still works. That shouldn't work though. It's gonna be weird if it still works. There you go. Okay, so it does block it, and let's see if I just enable this one. Oh gosh, shouldn't be doing too much trial and error. Should work. Just let's see if it works now. Let's wait for a while. Okay, so just one rule should allow it. Allow permit in VLAN. Okay, I don't need the reverse. Definitely. So that's kind of seems. And let's see if I do this again. I should have denied. That. Let's see. I should not be able to ping my Samsung Galaxy. Samsung Galaxy is not asleep, as you can see here. It's not asleep. Okay, so the rule is still working. I should be able to access my controller, which I can definitely, because I'm accessing it here. Okay, well, not here, but okay. So I'll start from at this point. I'm too sleepy to even think of the proper alignment of the access rules, but this is just how I do things. I probably have to what do you call that? make some more granular configurations in here. I only have 4 rules. It's not so bad, but I need to test some things in here that I think I noticed is a little bit odd, and maybe there's a better way to do some things. Well, for now, in this particular configurations, the IoT network cannot reach outside its own network. It can reach all the other devices within the IoT network within VLAN 107. They can connect to the hubs, the routers, the Wi-Fi, whatever. If there's a Wi-Fi hub or Google hub or something, they can connect to each other. If the speakers are connected, if you have smart speakers, those IoT devices, they can see each other within the network, but only within VLAN 107, within the IoT network. Outside of that, they cannot reach anything outside of that. Okay. Again, like I said, it's working. I can see my let me check. I can see the other IoT devices just fine. I can access the internet, and that's pretty much it for this video. Hope to see you on the next one. Bye.